What we are talking about today is that in the midst of a major recession, saving 220,000 jobs in the Postal Service, including the jobs of many veterans, is something that we should be focusing on. And what we are talking about is saving 3,700 post offices, mostly in rural areas, is enormously important to rural America. Many of these small post offices, and you have to come from rural America to appreciate this, are more than just post offices. They are places where people gather, where they trade information. We are talking today about the future of the U.S. Postal Service and what it means if we shut down 252 processing plants. That's one half of the existing processing plants in the country. Postal Service wants to shut half of them down and end Saturday mail delivery. We are talking about today what it means to significantly slow mail delivery service in our country and the death spiral that will likely occur if we do that. If people now believe that when you mail a letter, instead of getting to somebody else overnight, it takes 3 days, or instead of taking 3 days, it takes 5 days, we expect that many businesses and consumers all over this country will say, you know what, we're not going to be using the Postal Service anymore. Less revenue coming in, more cuts, and in 10, 20 years, who knows what will be left, if anything, of the U.S. Postal Service. And bottom line there is at a time when the Postal Service is facing very significant financial problems from email and the internet, slowing down mail delivery service does not make any sense at all.
The Constitution provides for a Postal Service and provides for the Congress to do its establishment and to regulate how it's done. There are no other businesses like that in the Constitution.
First, let me thank Senator Bernie Sanders for his really extraordinary leadership, for stepping up and trying to slow down this fast-moving train of the demise of the U.S. Postal Service. For 236 years, the Postal Service has served the needs of Americans in big cities, in medium-sized towns, and most importantly, in rural areas. And it's done so in a reliable and an affordable fashion.
I think that what Senator Leahy and Senator Landrieu and I am talking about today has a whole lot of support within the Democratic caucus, and I think it has support among Republicans as well, especially Republicans coming from rural areas. They are experiencing the same problems that we're experiencing. So I think there's a whole lot of support, and I hope we can make some of these improvements to the bill before it gets to the floor.